Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so in this exercise, what we are going to do is simply create an array, okay? And let's create an array of size, I don't know, 10. And this array will represent something related to your workout routine. So let's say you have created an array of push-ups or pull-ups, whatever it is. So let's call it pull-ups array. And we will create a pull-ups array of size 10, and it will basically used to represent and to store the number of pull-ups we did on the first day, on the second day, on the third day, on the fourth, and so on and so forth. So for example, on the first day, we did, I don't know, 3 pull-ups. And then on the next day, we did 4. On the third day, we did again 3 because we were kind of tired. Then we improved to 5, and then 7, 8, and finally we reached 6, 9. Let's go with 9 once again. So we have like 3, 6, 9, and finally at the last day we reached not to 100 but to 10 pull-ups. Okay, so some working routine that you have created, and every day you wrote down the number of pull-ups that you've done on this particular day. All right, so far so good. Nothing complicated. I'm just trying to make this exercise kind of associated to something practical from scenarios of working out. It could be pull-ups, push-ups, whatever it is, squats or something like that. Okay, so now what we need to do is basically our program, we will write it to display this array of values in a reverse order. Okay, so we will print, for example, the number of pull-ups we have done today, yesterday, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 4 days ago, and so on and so forth, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 days ago, right? Because we have 10 days starting from today. So for that, what we will need is basically, we know that we are going to use a for loop, okay? Because otherwise it won't make sense to write down printf pull-up arrays at index 9, 8, 7, and so on. So since we know how to print array, we will need now to start the index not from I equals to 0, but rather, what do you think? What should be the I index? Think about it for a second. I should be equal to 9, right? Because we have 10 elements, and we know that the rightmost element starts from index 9. And we will run this loop until what condition? Until I is what? For example, greater or equals to 0. So as long as I is greater or equals to 0, we will go inside of this for loop body. And on every iteration, we will do I minus minus to decrement the value of I by 1. So once again, what we want to do here is basically to iterate over all of this array of pull-ups and print the number of pull-ups we have done starting from today up until 10 days ago, or 9 days ago in this case. So that's why we need to specify this index should start from 9. So in this case, we would do printf number of pull-ups equals to %d, and then we will print pull-ups array at index I. All right, is it clear? Now let's run this program and see what happens. So there you go. You can see number of pull-ups equals to 10, number of pull-ups equal to 9, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's one option to solve this exercise. Another option, basically, instead of initializing it, we could have created this array, and we could have said, okay, so let's ask the user, okay, let's do another for loop starting from I equals to 0, I is less than 10, I plus plus, and ask the user to something like that. Hi, or let's go like this, enter number of pull-ups on day %d, right? And in this case, instead of %d, we will use I plus 1. Okay, so It will be on day 1, on day 2, and so on and so forth. And we will read this information and store it inside %d, right, using the %d placeholder, pull-ups array at index I. That's it. And then we will print the information. Okay, I'm just practicing with you a little bit of all of this info. So we will be able to print number of pull-ups equals 2, okay, and we will say that on day, let's say, %d days ago, you did %d pull-ups. Okay? So here we will specify I, right? Or better say, we will specify 10 minus I. Is it correct? 10 minus I minus what? Minus 1. Exactly. So what we want to do is 0 days ago, which means today, you did some number of pull-ups. If we will reach the next iteration, when we reach the next iteration, I will be equal to 1. So we will print out 10. I will be equal to 8. 10 minus 8 minus 1, it will be 1. So 1 days ago, you did %d pull-ups, and so on and so forth. So let me show you what it will look like. So we created this kind of program, enter number of pull-ups on day 1. Let's say, what was it? I don't remember. 5, 3, 1, 2, 9, 6, 5, not 54, 3, and let's go 7, and finally 10. So now what we can see that 0 days ago, which means today, you did 10 pull-ups. 1 days ago, you did 7 pull-ups. It is the index of the 9th element in this array, and so on and so forth. So you were able in this exercise to what? You were able to print or display the array values in a reverse order. Is it clear? If you have any questions, feel free to ask. My name is Vlad. This is Alpha Tech. Thank you so much for watching. Keep on practicing, keep on moving forward, and you are bound to succeed. I'll see you next time.